always identify myself as an athlete.
Track is my life, and I want to keep going with it.
What do I do after baseball?
I'm just good at caring too much.
Thinking professionally, I was drifting.
I'm just good at caring too much.
Track is my identity, so I don't see myself outside of that right now.
Love watching sports and love playing it. Like, it is my life. Like, I can't see anything else like outside of it.
Good at caring too much.
So athletic identity is the idea how strongly somebody identifies with the athletic role. And if you're talking about a college athlete, you're talking about somebody who spent probably 3/4 of their life really strongly engaged in the athlete role. That identity as an athlete is very strong, and it's something that sometimes forecloses pretty early in terms of, this is what I am. I'm an athlete. That's what my entire kind of world revolves around. So, all of my friends are athletes. Everybody that I know identifies me as that. People ask me about how my season is going. We want to keep in mind that the stronger that identity is as an athlete, when that is done, we have to know what the next, what else is there. And if the only thing that we have is athlete, there's always a concern that when that person is done playing, the question becomes, now who am I?
I don't even want to think about that. I feel like I'd be lost a little bit, like, what do I do now? Because this is so, it's been such a part of my routine. Like, I wake up thinking about track, I go to sleep thinking about track. Oh, track this, track that, meeting this, lift that. I feel like I'm gonna be so lost, and I'm looking like, oh, okay, what do I do now? I have the whole day to do whatever, what do I do? That's a hard question, because I'd be lost. I don't want to think about that.
I think people in general just think, I am just an athlete. Like, what do I do after sports? And I thought that way as well. Like, what do I do after baseball? I had probably figured out my decision that I was quitting after my junior year. It definitely sucks not having it in your life. Like, you don't realize how much is in your, that was a part of your life. Like, that was your life. So I hope I can find something that does, I don't know I don't know yet what it will be, but yeah, I just hope I can find something that can be that same thing that baseball was, or any sport was to me.
Once the final whistle blows, the ball stops bouncing, whatever you want to call it, whatever analogy you want to use. Once that stops for you, making that transition is kind of hard. And so for 22 years of my life, I've been known as an athlete. I think it's scary to not know where you're going next.
I think I always felt like I was playing for him a little bit, and it did drive me in football. I know it did. I think there was, especially through high school, I was just driven to do really well and to keep working really hard, because I felt like that was what he would have wanted me to do, and I felt like in a way I was making him proud by continuing to develop into hopefully a good player. but I would say I drifted. In that area, thinking professionally, I was drifting. People wouldn't have said that about my approach to academics and my approach to being an athlete. So that transition was tough. I was very fortunate and blessed because of relationships. When I finished my, even getting my master's degree opportunity, I was a graduate assistant. So every job that I've had has been, can you trust him? Can he do it? Is he going to work hard? Some of those same attributes, if I link it back to my being a student athlete, that I did really well when I was focused on the athletic experience, I think have came through a little bit professionally.
It does come down to understanding that you are an athlete. That is, it would never be something where we would expect people to not feel like that's an important part of who they are. But I would encourage people to remember that that's only one part of who you are.
We can't be so streamlined into somebody can only do one thing and one thing only. I think that, if they have some options, I think it's good for them to be able to hear that.
There are so many things that you are as a person, interests that you have, qualities that you bring to the table that go well beyond just what you can do on your team or in your sport.
My name is Genesis. I am a track and field athlete, a cat lover, and an influencer, and I'm more than an athlete.
I'm Henry Buckman. I'm a marketer, I'm a hiker, and I'm a diehard STL native, 314. And I'm more than an athlete.
My name is Drew Navarra. I'm a young professional, a future husband, and a Christian, and I am more than an athlete.
I'm Connor James. I'm a Christ follower. I'm a husband. I'm a servant. I'm more than an athlete.